The Deepwater Horizon disaster remains one of the most devastating environmental and industrial catastrophes in modern history. It was a true ocean fire disaster. Let's introduce the Deepwater Horizon, an ultra-deepwater offshore drilling rig that was at the center of this catastrophic event. The rig was operating in the Macondo prospect of the Gulf of Mexico, drilling exploratory wells deep beneath the ocean floor. On April 20, 2010, the Deepwater Horizon suffered a catastrophic blowout, leading to an explosion and an uncontrollable fire. The events that followed the initial failure were swift and devastating, leading to significant loss of life and massive environmental damage. The initial explosion was triggered by a surge of natural gas that traveled up the drilling riser to the platform, quickly igniting the rig. Despite efforts to control the blaze, the Deepwater Horizon rig burned for over 36 hours before it finally sank on April 22, 2010, collapsing the riser pipe and initiating the massive oil spill. Tragically, 11 workers were killed in the explosions and fire, and numerous others were seriously injured, highlighting the profound human cost of the disaster. With the rig gone, crude oil began gushing from the uncapped wellhead on the seabed, leading to the largest accidental marine oil spill in history. It is estimated that nearly 4.9 million barrels of oil were released into the Gulf of Mexico before the well was permanently sealed. The oil flowed unabated for 87 days until the well was finally capped on July 15, 2010, leaving a devastating environmental footprint. The massive volume of oil spread across thousands of square miles of the Gulf of Mexico, reaching coastlines from Texas to Florida. The fallout from the Deepwater Horizon disaster was complex, spanning environmental, economic, and legal spheres. Marine life, including dolphins, sea turtles, and various fish species, suffered immense harm. Coastal wetlands and ecosystems were severely damaged by the oil contamination. The disaster crippled the Gulf's vital fishing industry and significantly harmed the tourism sector across the affected coastal states. The event triggered massive legal battles and led to stricter regulations on offshore drilling safety, aiming to prevent future catastrophes of this magnitude. The Deepwater Horizon disaster serves as a chilling reminder of the risks associated with deepwater drilling. It highlighted critical failures in risk assessment, safety protocols, and emergency response capacity within the industry. The lasting legacy is a commitment to enhance safety measures and continuous improvement in technologies to protect our oceans from such catastrophic events. Welcome to an in-depth look at one of the world's most infamous prisons, Alcatraz. Often shrouded in mystery and myth, what is the real story behind the rock? Floating in the cold waters of the San Francisco Bay, Alcatraz Island is much more than just a former penitentiary. It's a landmark of American history. Alcatraz, or the Rock, has served a number of purposes over the years, each one leaving an indelible mark on its historical significance. Before its notorious prison phase, Alcatraz was first a fortress, then a strict military prison. Each phase prepared it for its final, most famous role. The most well-known period began in 1934, when Alcatraz was converted into a maximum security federal penitentiary, housing the worst of the worst. Its primary purpose was simple: to be the ultimate holding cell for career criminals and those who repeatedly attempted to escape other prisons. No one was supposed to escape from here. Alcatraz housed some of America's most recognizable criminals, including Al Capone, known as the Boss, and the notorious bank robber, Machine Gun Kelly. Life for an inmate at Alcatraz was defined by monotonous routines, stark isolation, and absolute control. It was designed to break spirits. The prison operated under the most stringent rules of the time. Security was paramount, with guards outnumbering inmates and constant surveillance ensuring little chance of rebellion. Surrounded by frigid waters and strong currents, the constant proximity to the vibrant city life of San Francisco, yet being unable to reach it, inflicted a severe psychological toll on the prisoners. Despite its reputation as escape-proof, there were 14 known attempts involving 36 men. Most ended in failure, recapture, or death. The most violent escape attempt, known as the Battle of Alcatraz, involved a 2-day siege and resulted in the deaths of 2 guards and 3 inmates, cementing the prison's brutal reputation. The most enduring mystery centers around Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers. Their elaborate escape remains the only one officially categorized as, quote, missing and presumed drowned, fueling years of speculation. Alcatraz closed its doors as a federal prison in 1963, but its story was far from over. It quickly began its transformation into a cultural icon. The primary reasons for the closure were the exorbitant operating costs and the need for significant structural repairs due to the corrosive saltwater environment. Today, Alcatraz is managed by the National Park Service, attracting over 1 million visitors annually who come to walk the cell blocks and learn its history firsthand. From military fortification to the highest security federal prison, the history of Alcatraz is a stark reflection of American justice and ingenuity. The stories of its dangerous inmates and legendary escapes ensure that the myth of Alcatraz continues to captivate the public imagination worldwide. By preserving Alcatraz, we ensure that the lessons and realities of this unique piece of history are never forgotten. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the rock. For decades, Area 51 has been synonymous with government secrets, UFOs, and extraterrestrial life. But what is the truth behind the legend? Today, we finally uncover the real story. Welcome to the heart of the Nevada desert, home to one of the most mysterious places on Earth, Area 51. Its name alone sparks intense speculation and conspiracy theories. Established during the Cold War, Area 51's strict secrecy immediately fueled public imagination. For years, the government denied its very existence, intensifying the mystique. The most persistent myths involve captured UFOs and alien bodies recovered from crash sites, like the alleged Roswell incident. These sensational claims have dominated the narrative for generations. The actual purpose of Area 51 is far less fantastical, but equally important to national security. It was a classified testing ground for advanced U.S. military aircraft known as, quote, black projects. The facility is officially known as Homey Airport or Groom Lake, named after the dry lake bed that serves as its immense runway, perfect for experimental aircraft testing. Area 51's first major project was the U-2 spy plane in the 1950s. This high-altitude surveillance aircraft was key to monitoring the Soviet Union during the early days of the Cold War. Following the success of the U-2, the base became the central hub for subsequent highly classified aviation projects, known only to a few top officials. Area 51 was instrumental in testing iconic planes like the State Route 71 Blackbird and, later, the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter, aircraft that pushed the boundaries of aeronautical engineering. Much of the base's work focused on developing stealth technology, making aircraft virtually invisible to radar, a critical advantage in modern warfare. While the idea of aliens is exciting, all credible evidence points away from extraterrestrial involvement. The secrets were simply advanced human technology. Many of the reported UFO sightings in the area were actually the secretive, unconventional shapes of test aircraft, like the U-2 flying at altitudes previously unimaginable. Decades later, the government finally acknowledged the base's existence and its purpose in a declassified document, confirming its role in Cold War intelligence gathering. Area 51's legacy is one of secrecy, yes, but also of extraordinary technological innovation that fundamentally changed military aviation. The work conducted at this isolated location was crucial in maintaining the United States' technological superiority and national security throughout the Cold War and beyond. While some secrets are out, Area 51 remains an active, classified military installation today, continuing its work on next-generation aerial technology, maintaining a degree of its legendary secrecy. The Roswell incident remains one of the most famous and enduring mysteries of the 20th century. What really happened in the New Mexico desert in the summer of 1947? Join us as we unpack the timeline of events, the official explanations, and the enduring theories surrounding the crash of an unidentified flying object near Roswell, New Mexico. Our story begins in July 1947, in the quiet, dusty landscape surrounding Roswell, New Mexico, shortly after the end of World War II. The world first heard about the incident when the Roswell Army Airfield issued a sensational press release that would quickly be retracted, setting the stage for decades of speculation. In early July, local reports indicated a strange crash had occurred on a remote ranch, prompting immediate investigation by military personnel. Rancher William Mack Brazel found strange debris scattered across his property. Described as metallic, yet lightweight and indestructible, it defied easy explanation. The debris was collected and taken to the Roswell Army Airfield, where a press release was drafted, announcing they had recovered a flying disc, a sensational claim that stunned the public. The excitement was short-lived. Almost immediately, a counter-narrative emerged from the highest levels of the U.S. military. General Roger Ramey quickly replaced the flying disc claim with a new explanation. The wreckage was merely the remnants of a conventional weather balloon. Despite the military's swift retraction, the initial reports planted seeds of doubt, leading to persistent rumors that the debris was indeed alien and the incident was covered up. Decades later, interest in Roswell surged, prompting new investigations and numerous witness accounts contradicting the official story. Witnesses, often speaking out years later, claim to have seen non-human bodies and highly classified materials being transported from the crash site. In the 1990s, the U.S. Air Force issued 2 follow-up reports. They explained the debris was from a secret project called Project Mogul, used to detect Soviet nuclear testing. They also addressed the alien body rumors, attributing them to the recovery of crash test dummies used in later parachute experiments. Regardless of the truth, the Roswell incident left an undeniable mark on American culture and the collective imagination. Roswell became synonymous with UFOs and government cover-ups, solidifying its place as the foundational event in modern ufology and a frequent theme in movies and television. To this day, the debate rages on. Was it a weather balloon, a secret military project, or did an extraterrestrial spacecraft truly crash outside Roswell? The mystery of 1947 endures. Welcome to an in-depth look at one of humanity's greatest achievements, the Apollo 11 moon landing. Today we reveal the full truth of this incredible mission. 55 years ago, the world held its breath as 3 brave astronauts embarked on a journey that would redefine our understanding of possibility. This is the true story of Apollo 11. Apollo 11 was not just a space mission, it was a moment of global unity and technological triumph. It marked the culmination of the space race and fulfilled a massive national goal. The primary objective of Apollo 11 was clear: to perform a crewed lunar landing and safely return the 3 astronauts to Earth. This mission aimed for nothing less than the extraordinary. Years of relentless preparation, innovation, and training led up to that fateful launch day, July 16, 1969. The world watched as the massive rocket stood ready. Propelled by the immense power of the Saturn V rocket, the mission began. The sheer force of the Saturn V was an engineering marvel, designed to escape Earth's gravity and reach the moon. The mission was piloted by 3 exceptional individuals: Commander Neil Armstrong, Lunar Module pilot Buzz Aldrin, and Command Module pilot Michael Collins. Each played a crucial role. Following a successful liftoff, the crew began their 3-day journey across the 240,000 miles separating Earth and the moon. The moment of truth approached as Apollo 11 entered lunar orbit. The critical, nail-biting phase of descent was next. The lunar module, named Eagle, separated from the command module Columbia, leaving Michael Collins to orbit the moon while Armstrong and Aldrin prepared for landing. During the final descent, computer alarms threatened the mission. With quick thinking, Armstrong took manual control, steering the Eagle away from a boulder-strewn crater and finding a safe landing spot. At 4:17 p.m. Eastern Time on July 20, 1969, Armstrong radioed the immortal words, "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." The collective relief was palpable. After landing, Armstrong and Aldrin spent several hours inside the Eagle, preparing for their historic moonwalk, checking all systems before egress. Finally, Neil Armstrong descended the ladder, uttering the now famous line, "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." Humanity had officially stepped onto another celestial body. Buzz Aldrin soon joined Armstrong, and together they planted the American flag, a powerful visual representation of the mission's success. Beyond the symbolic gestures, the astronauts performed crucial scientific tasks, including collecting lunar rock and soil samples and deploying experimental instruments. After their EVA, the Eagle's ascent stage blasted off from the lunar surface, leaving the landing gear behind, and began its journey back to orbit. A successful rendezvous and docking with Michael Collins in the Columbia Command Module was a high-stakes maneuver, ensuring the crew's safe passage home. The Command Module splashed down safely in the Pacific Ocean on July 24, 1969, where the astronauts were recovered by the USS Hornet, concluding the mission. Apollo 11 was an unprecedented achievement, showcasing human ingenuity and the capacity for extraordinary exploration. The legacy of Apollo 11 continues to inspire us, providing invaluable scientific data and proving that seemingly impossible feats are within human reach. The truth of the moon mission lives on, driving the next generation of space explorers toward Mars and beyond. The journey continues,